hello, hello, ba da 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 da. Hello, hello, ba da 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 da. Hello, hello, ba 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 bum, bum, bum. Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing, people? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, yeah. Great day in the neighborhood. Happy Motivational Monday. Oh, hey, Shape. Happy Motivational Monday. And we are at day 100. No, day 201. Gotta say that again. Oh, hey, look, I gotta hit this button. 201. Ah. One more time for good luck. Yeah. Awesome. And you know what we're going to talk about tonight? We're going to talk about influence. Because today's topic is influence. and you know what? Abundance has witnesses too. See, there's a moment in every person's life where they realize something powerful. They realize that people aren't just watching you. They're learning from you. See, your influence isn't built in a spotlight. It's built in the quiet moments when you're working, when you're doing something. Those moments when you're working on your schedule, those moments when you're working on your models, when you're working on your schoolwork, when you're working on on getting healthy, when you're working on your mindset, when you're building your character, when you get back up after a failure. See, those moments where your consistency shows off who your character really is, where your resilience is witnessed by people standing around you and seeing that you actually stood back up. I've actually got a shirt on my TikTok shop. You can go to my bio and go to my TikTok shop and you can see it. The shirt is fall down 7 times, get back up 8. And that's a shirt that I have out there. You guys can get it. Buy it through the TikTok shop. But you know what? The thing is that the moments where your consistency, your character, your resilience, all that stuff was watched by somebody else, they never said a word, but they saw everything. Because they watched you rise. Hey, Natasha. They watched you rise. And the thing is that when people watch people rise, it gives them that belief that they can do it too. Because great things can happen to people who watch other people struggle and succeed. Because it gives them the belief that they can struggle. And that after that struggle, they can succeed too. And it's not by accident, it's not by luck, but by alignment. It's by your mindset. You see, influence isn't popularity. It isn't how loud you are or the catchiest phrases that are out there. It's not your gimmicks that you have. It isn't about your charisma, whether you're a people-friendly person or whatever. It's about trust. And trust is built through witnessing. Trust is built by the witnesses. Trust is built through the witnesses. See, the people who watched you show up when it wasn't easy, they stayed disciplined when it's not convenient. Because they see you struggle. They see you struggle and they see you win. And they believe that if they keep going, they'll have the same success as you. And so therefore, they stay disciplined because of you, because of your ability to try and stay disciplined. They see that you stayed the course. You stayed disciplined in your whatever it is that you were working on, even though it wasn't convenient, even though it wasn't easy, even though it was a struggle. You kept moving when life tried to break you. And they trust you because they saw you. And you don't have to be a speaker for this. Your kids look up to you because of this. Your neighbors look at you. Your coworkers look at you. Your fellow churchgoers look at you. They trust you because you've been consistent at what you work on. They trust you because your character didn't collapse under the pressure. And that trust becomes the foundation for your influence. See, what happens is they witnessed your consistency. They witnessed your integrity. They witnessed your resilience. And they witnessed your transformation. They didn't watch your life. They watched your life be shaped through the bankruptcies, through the betrayals, through the medical diagnoses, the medical treatments that you had to go through the many hours of schools that you had to go through, the many hours of having to go through whatever classes that you had to go through the bullying, through the depression, through the chaos. The people around you watched you go through it.
What do you want?
Thank you. They watched you go through it. They watched you own your moments.
They didn't have the ones I liked.
Yes, honey.
And I couldn't buy them in separate.
A little busy, sweetheart. You love. And so what happens is these witnesses aren't just watching you. They're being shaped by what you've gone through.
Love you.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Adios.
Adios.
You said it wrong.
Okay. And here's the part that most people never realize, all right? Your influence just doesn't elevate you. It elevates everyone connected to you. When I say your family, your kids, your parents, your coworkers, your neighbors, your students, all these people see the challenges that you go through. They all witness the growth that you go through. And then when they see the challenges that you go through, the storms that you walk through, the different life challenges, and I'm going to be pretty blunt, the yuck that happens around our life when life decides that says, oh, hey, look, they're on a path that they're going to succeed. Let's challenge them. Because see, usually what happens when you are on the right path, things get hard. Because your goals love seeing you work for them. Life loves seeing that you try and truly deserve your dreams. Now, I'm actually on a path right now of getting my dream again. This is going to be good. I'm excited about this. And and it's it's almost 2 miles all the way around. Yeah. Oh yeah. Pray for me. Anyways, the point is though is that 26 years ago I had something like that. And life decided that, hey, you're on your path, but you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it sent that yuck at me and left me standing there a week before Christmas, watching everything burn, resetting my whole entire life. You know, and all the people that were around me saw me struggle, saw me deal with depression, saw me deal with the chaos, saw me deal with the confusion on what to do with my life. Should I give up and move back to Chicago? In fact, I lost the relation. My fiance at that time is no longer my fiance. She abandoned me because you are just bad luck. Life just is out for you. You know, because not only did the house burn down, but shortly after that, I rolled my Ford Explorer, and shortly after that, I rear-ended a semi-truck and almost got killed, crushed in a Ford Focus. Anybody here ever have a Ford Focus? I mean, they're a small car. You know, I'm a big guy. At this time, I was like 330 pounds. And well, needless to say, I rear-ended a semi-truck. Yeah, you know, semi-truck, yeah. They had to use this jaws of life thing to get me out of there. Shocking, I survived. Seriously. But she was like, you're just bad luck. Left me. Gone. History. You need to leave Indiana. Stop going after your dreams. Do I masturbate your pool? See? Sure. Okay. Anyways. That's funny. I got it. Anyways. So, you got me. Anyways, long story short, the point is that everybody was against me saying, give up your dreams. And I didn't. Instead, I focused harder. I still had the dreams. I kept them on my walls throughout my house, throughout my business. I kept them everywhere. And I kept focused, knowing that I will have them one day. And it's sort of like, what is it, bamboo, I think it is? Bamboo, you plant bamboo in the ground, and it takes a while for it to grow, but it's slowly surely spreading out the roots. And then in less than 24 hours, it shoots up 80 feet in the air. But you know what? My journey is becoming somebody else's evidence that it can be done. See, people watch you heal from your challenges. People watch you rebuild from your struggles. People watch you transform from your storms that knock you down, that push you back down and kick you around. Your journey is their evidence. Your discipline is their blueprint. Your resilience gives them permission to stand back up again. And that's the thing, is that when you stand back up and you keep standing back up and you keep standing back up, you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. Eventually that abundance, those goals, life is going to reward you for your effort. There's an old saying about overflowing abundance comes to those who keep at it. Because it's not just connected to you, it's connected to anybody who's willing to not give up. As long as you're not lazy and you have a dream, you can have it. And every day that you walk into a room, you bring frequency with you. You bring that magnetic pull around you because people see you and they go, hey, check it out. Thank you. That was cool. People see you and check it out that, hey, that person, they've been kicked. They've been bullied. They've been betrayed. They've filed bankruptcy. Their house burnt down. They were kicked out of school. They were thrown in jail. They were on this. They were that. Blah, blah, blah. But you know what? They kept getting back up. Where the heck did my camera go? Come on, get back here. Hey. Hello. Thank you. Hooray for AI. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. You're fired, AI. Oh, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man, look at that. Somebody gave me a bunch of gifts. Thank you. So anyways, but you know what? People see that. People see the vibration. People see the spiritual momentum that you give up, that you give out. People feel it and they respond to it. And what happens is they then realize that they can do it. Because your influence is that magnet. It pulls them in and says, you know what? They can trust you because they've seen you do it. It gives them the permission to grow. It gives them the permission to realize that, hey, they can heal. It gives them the confidence that they can stand back up after being thrown down on the ground. It allows them the idea that they can have that breakthrough too, like you have. And not only that, it gives them permission to believe that they'll get their goals, that they'll get their dreams, that they'll get their destiny. And it's not just for you, but it's for everybody who witnesses what you go through. It's for everybody who watches as you stand back up after every time you fail and you don't give up. Because back in 2001, I could have just said, I'll go back to Chicago, sell the land, be done. I had my railroad job at that time. I could have gone back, making 80 grand a year, Chicago. 80 grand a year in 2000 was a lot of money. I could have gave up and gone back, but I chose not to because I had a dream. Because I didn't want to try and be labeled as a loser. I didn't want to be labeled as a quitter. Because see, my consistency is a catalyst for other people. I'm going on 201 days live. That means 201 days of sitting here and having a nice little talk with you people for a good half hour every night, staying away from my kids, not going to bed early when I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 201 days of trying to help people. 201 days of reporting bullies. 201 days of just blocking people. So it happens, unfortunately. But you know what? That's the thing, though, is I'm here to help people. I'm here to give people hope. I've built businesses. I've owned a security company. I've owned a pizza place. I've managed 7-Elevens. I've worked for the railroad. I've owned 3 internet companies. I've owned an internet cafe. I've had one business fail, went bankrupt. The rest of them I sold. And now I've got this nationwide communications company. And I'm tired of building businesses. I want to build people. I want to help people build their dreams. I want to help people succeed in their life. Because in my opinion, transformation is contagious. Great things can come to those people who are willing to take the time out and step up and do something simple for themselves, one step at a time. Because when you try and take 5 minutes out of your day to better yourself, and you do that every day for a week, you've had a great week. You do that every day for a week, for 4 weeks, and you've had a great month. You do that every day for a week, for 4 weeks, for 12 months. You've had a great year. And you do that every year, every month, every week, every day. You live a great life, focusing on your dreams and your goals. Because see, there are people out there that watched me grow. There have been people that watched me fight through the battles. There are people out there that saw me standing there half naked in the middle of the night, a week before Christmas. There have been people that watched me move in the back of my business with basically my pajama shorts on, no shoes, no shirt. Start out from pretty much scratch, living in the back of my business, rebuilding my life. And you know what? Some of you out there have had similar options. Some of you out there have had similar storms in your life where you've had to try and deal with a breakup. Hi, Alicia. Where you've had to deal with a divorce or an abusive relationship, maybe a drug addiction, or maybe an alcoholism, or maybe perhaps you got out of jail and you had nothing. Maybe perhaps something happened so badly that you were down for the count. You lost your job, you lost your house, lost your family, and had literally nothing, living on a street. And you had to rebuild yourself. People out there were watching you. Yeah, bud.
Was the only sausage you bought was beef cheddar?
No, there's chili cheese down in the bottom.
What about jalapeno?
No.
Okay.
And people watched you transform. People watched you grow. People watched you rebuild. And this week is all about abundance. This week is all about opportunities. This week is about clarity that's coming for you. This breakthrough is coming for you. Because great things are coming for you. Bear with me. Oh, God. Nasty Kool-Aid. Sorry. I didn't realize that my daughter brought me Kool-Aid. Expected water. See, and these things are coming for you not because you're lucky, but because of the fact that you've withstood the things that have pushed you into the ground. You got back up. You're connected to the influence. You've watched people stand up after being, falling in a race. You've watched people get back up after dealing with bankruptcies. You've watched people get back up after dealing with alcoholism You watch people get back up after dealing with cancer treatments. And now you're connected to people around you who refuses to quit. You're connected to someone who walks with purpose. You're connected to someone who carries abundance with them. Because you are that someone. You need to walk with your head held high this week. Because you have your own witnesses. There are people watching your growth. There are people watching your discipline. There are people watching your transformation. There are people watching you achieve your dreams and your goals and your breakthroughs. There are people watching you succeed in the little things in your life, giving them hope, giving them purpose, giving them the ability to believe that they can achieve their goals too, giving them the ability to believe that they can stand back up after bankruptcy, giving them the ability that they can stand back up after dealing with cancer, giving them the ability to believe that they can stand back up after overcoming the drug addiction or the alcoholism or the breakup, the divorce, the bankruptcy, the job loss, the business failure. Because people are watching you. You don't have to be a speaker to be an influence to people. You are an influence. Your kids are watching you stand back up after you tried and lost that job. Your kids are watching you after you and your wife or your girlfriend or your significant other have an argument. People are watching how you create the good times and the bad times and how you overcome the challenges that are in your life. They watch that connection that you shift from. They watch your transformation. They watch the discipline you put in place, the consistency you have to get back up after you fall. Because your next move isn't just a breakthrough. It's someone else's confirmation that they can get back up too. Your next step isn't just an elevation. It's someone else's inspiration. And your next win isn't just victory for yourself. Your next win is someone else's awakening, helping them believe that they can do it too. Because see, you have won. You have withstood more than people know. You have owned more than people have seen. It's time to believe in yourself and win in a way that nobody... Yes, give me a minute, babe. It's time to win in a way that nobody can ignore. Because great things aren't just coming to you. They're coming to you and everyone that's connected to you.
It's jiggly, so you made it and mix it.
Spoon? Because you need to make your next move your loudest one yet. Now we're at day 201, and my daughter just came in here, and it's time for some daughter time. You guys have an excellent evening. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Good night, everybody. I believe in you. You need to believe in